Alright y'all, so it's been a minute, hasn't it? I just wanted to talk about a few things. So excuse the lighting if it's weird. I'm still figuring out how to use these little light box, soft box things, and yeah, it's a struggle. I've been gone for a while, but I have a good reason. So I've been traveling. I've been trying to get as much traveling in as humanly possible before I start residency. I'm just, I didn't take you guys along for the ride because I'm honestly kind of worried about losing my camera or it getting damaged or something like that. I don't know, I freak out about stuff like that. If you notice from my last trip, I have Exhibit A. I don't know if you can see it, look. Right there. It's faded a lot, okay? So, I don't know, I have bad luck with bugs, y'all. We went to Arizona, we saw awesome things. Maybe I'll put some pictures in. We went to the Grand Canyon, we went to Lower Antelope Canyon. We went to this other one called Glen Canyon just to pass time. It had hanging gardens and it was pretty, actually it was pretty nice. It ended up being a great hike because we just kind of went off the path and did our own thing. I don't suggest that, kids. Long story short, one of the hotel rooms that we stayed in was it was pretty janky. Like, we were trying to save money, we were trying to split the cost, you know? So we all go to sleep, you know, two to a bed, and I'm like sharing with my friend. She's in the same bed, right? Wake up the next morning, I have a huge cheek. Turns out, a spider bit me on my face at night while I was asleep, okay? I remember literally looking up at the ceiling before I went to bed and telling my friend, there's a spider above you, like, you better be careful, because I'm pretty sure I saw one hanging, like, from a little stupid web, like, right above her, on her side of the bed, and I wake up with a bite on my side of my face. So I just have bad luck with these things. It bit me here, it bit me, like, all along my arms, like my wrist. Yeah. Anyways, since the trip, I've just been, you know, treating them very well, trying to make them fade a little faster, massaging cocoa butter onto the dark, like, bite marks that are still left, and that helps a lot. But anyways, I was gonna do a video when I first got back, and then what had happened was I had a big nasty bite that was all like bubbly and nasty on my face. So I was like, don't know if I wanna be that real with them. Just gonna wait. Just gonna wait it out, let it fade. And then I got busy and things happened there. I just want to tell you guys, so these are just a few things that you find out fourth year, things that I had to deal with, things that most people have to deal with. Number one, numero uno, you will be broke, okay? Yes, you start with that same loan money. Yes, you can try moving back home to save money, but somehow, some way or another, you will be broke. You have all these flights to pay for. Okay, first, let's rewind. For residency, you'll apply normally around the time that you are studying for your step 2 or right after you study for it. So with me, I like getting things done early, so I wanted to kind of get it done and out of the way so I could just focus on, you know, studying. That didn't really happen that way. What happened was I started applying while I was studying, and then I just kind of like tapered off, finished studying, took my test, and then after that went ahead and finished all my application. So you apply on ERAS or ERAS, however you want to say it. For your first 10 applications, that's $99. For number 11 through 20, that is $13 each. 21 through 30, that is $17 each. And 31 or more, that is $26 each. Your coordinator or your counselor type person for your school that is really just designated with the job of, you know, helping you go to residency, they'll tell you what their recommendations are for you to get into your program of choice, your field of choice, whatever. Little disclaimer here, applying for residency positions, very specialty specific. We have different requirements, like for example, if you're doing anesthesiology or emergency medicine, you have to do your board exams earlier, because the whole application for you is just earlier in general. Because I go to a DO school, basically there's going to be a merge, just merging all the residencies anyways. It's occurring right now, but there's AOA residency, you know, application process, and then there's the ACGME side, or NRMP. There are a lot of acronyms, guys, like just stay with me here. I was just worried about matching. Everyone is just super worried about matching, okay? Regardless of whether you have good scores or not, everyone's a little anxious before you actually start the process, because you don't know what to expect, you don't know what the process entails, you just kind of freak out. So I went ahead and applied for 20 AOA, 40 ACGME, and then a little more sprinkled in there because, you know, for my little anxious heart. So a little sprinkle, just, you know, sprinkle all the rest of the money out of my account, okay? So that money was gone. This is what your wallet looks like in your 4th year, okay? You see? Okay, I'll let y'all pass it around. Here we go. Yep. Okay, here's what your 4th year consists of. You go to your rotations that you plan yourself. You have to call up the program. This is for my school, guys, okay? Remember that. You call up the programs yourself. You can either go through your student portal that should have some kind of like tool to help you see where people have done rotations before, which is what I did because it was free. Or you can go through this other thing called the SAS, and that'll help you to basically find programs that you can apply to be in the rotations. I personally felt like that was doing too much, so I went ahead and did the free way. You just call up doctor's offices that have some kind of deal or written agreement with your school, or you can get one done. If you have any more questions about that, you can just you know, put it in the comment box below and I can help you out. So 1, you're doing rotations. 2, you're going on interviews. So remember when I was talking about like where did all the money go? Like, yeah, so, and how you're gonna be broke? Yeah. If you interview, you pay for everything. Doing family medicine, I got lucky because a lot of my programs would pay for my hotel. So I just had to pay for the flight there, transportation, you know, like a rental car or whatever. But most programs, you pay for everything. You pay for your hotel, you pay for your car, you pay for just everything, okay guys? The only thing that's free for everyone all across the board is the pre-interview dinner, so make sure you go. So there's this other thing you can do during your 4th year called audition rotations, and I'm sure there are different names for it, but you can audition to basically be in that program. There's no guarantee that you will get an interview after you do this rotation with them. You may if they like you, or you may be at a program where they give them to everybody that does an audition rotation, so it's a very tricky process. Personally, I didn't have a program that I really saw myself or that I really wanted to go to, and because I didn't have that, I didn't have anywhere that I wanted to audition. And I wasn't just gonna audition at a random program just because other people are auditioning. That's just not me. So I decided not to do it. Honestly, not really that necessary for family medicine. I think it's good if you really have a program that you love and you feel very strongly about, to go ahead and do that audition. Why not? You have nothing to lose. It fills up a spot for your rotations, and you know, it's cool. You'll learn about the program and the inner workings of it and how things may or may not be as they seem on the outside, and that'll give you some insight as to how it's actually going to be when you start going to those programs you've never been to and experiencing those. You'll have, I think, maybe better questions to ask, especially if you see something you don't like. 4th year in a nutshell: rotations, interviews, broke. Okay. Glad we had this talk. So that's basically it. The main thing is that you're on your own, you know, you're gonna be in different cities from all of your classmates, most likely, because you'll be interviewing and whatnot, and a lot of people go back home for their last year like I did. And you know, you're spending time with your family, You get to travel and just have fun. It's just a time to just have fun and take a breather before you jump back into medicine fully again, you know? That's pretty much it. That's 4th year for ya. Everyone's normally confused. I find myself having to explain it a lot that yes, I'm still in school, but I'm about to graduate. Thank God. And I'm back at home, but I do rotations, but I travel. So I just, you know, just try to clear things up and tell you guys what 4th year is actually like. Once you finish your interviews like I have, you are so chill. You do your rank list for the residency programs that, you know, the ones you love to the ones that are like meh. You know, keep the meh ones at the bottom no matter what. Yeah, once you submit that rank list, it's like a weight is lifted, and I find out in March where I rank, and I will let you guys know. Well, I might not, but I'll let you know that I matched. So it's always nice talking to you guys, you know. Have a little fam. I'm glad you guys stuck around, although I've been kind of MIA from making videos, but you understand my schedule struggle, okay? You understand me. But I'll see you guys later. Bye.
I asked you a question, I wish we were destined with your reply.